People?
And I'm Candace Bailey. Thanks for the I love your energy today, Rob. Actor, comedian, screenwriter, and author Tom Lennon will be here live. His movies have grossed over $1 billion, so he could probably buy us all.
Oh, and guess who else is here? Mixed martial arts legend, Boss Wooten. Who will hopefully not destroy me when we talk about Here Comes the Boom.
I hope not.
Ba-dang to the face.
Did you have like a giant coffee right before? You had a Red Bull.
I had 14 Red Bulls.
I like it. I like it a lot. Time now to run down the top things on the web.
Let's go around the net. I like internet videos that are funny and cool, Candace.
Well, you are in luck because today I have for you a cheerleader.
What? That sounds super hot.
I guess so, if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, I totally am. I want to see
well,
this.
I don't...
I didn't like that at all. That is not what I was expecting.
I know. Sorry.
You know, you think she's cute until you find out she slept with the whole football team, and that's how they all got crabs.
Oh, yeah.
Candace.
Yes?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, what?
We're not on the air. Don't worry about it. Do you have crabs?
Oh, yes. They are delicious. Love crabs.
Ew. Ew. We're not talking about the same thing.
I don't think we are. And now, to keep the water theme going, here are some water safety tips from Down Under, specifically from a gentleman named Rolf Harris.
Most of us swim because it's a tremendous thing to do. It's fun. Can you think of any other places like these anywhere near where you live? It's just cramping up. Oh, that's better. Yeah, thank you. Good. I was mucking around in and I went down and thumped my bottom. Ever been camping by a lake?
Yeah, I wish I could do that. I could catch loads of fish and cook them all up for dinner.
Yeah. We'll be back in about half an hour. You could get my clothes off if you could. You just managed to get them off. A sleeping bag. Have we got a sleeping bag on board? Come and sit in close to me. When you play as kids, you all jump onto one another. Even if the boat's capsized, don't swim.
Now you passed out.
Apparently, the #1 Rolf Harris safety tip is no pants.
You know, when I have kids, I think I'm just going to let them take their chances on the water.
I agree. I am too.
If that guy could take his creepy van out onto the ocean, he would. He definitely would.
Now, have you ever wondered what happens to the fighters after a match is over in Mortal Kombat?
I mean, yeah, I would just assume that they get thrown into a spike pit or their spine gets ripped out, you know, something bloody and cool like that.
Usually, that's what happens.
Okay.
Finish him.
No, this man has fought with honor. I've done enough. I'm sorry, there's no cure for this level of dizziness.
Hey, buddy, come on, move it. What kind of dump is this?
I can't take it anymore. I thought I was strong enough, but I just can't.
And so he says, I'm not going there. And so I say, get over here.
Scorpion wins. Fatality.
So sad. That was like a Lifetime movie.
I know.
Aww.
And that's it for Around the Net.
All right. Hey! And now it's time for a closer look at a movie based on a story so bizarre it had to be true.
Oh.
The 1979 Iran hostage crisis was brought to startling life in Argo. Ben Affleck chronicles the real-life efforts of a CIA agent who poses as a film producer in order to rescue 6 Americans trapped in the middle of the conflict.
So you want to come to Hollywood and act like a big shot without actually doing anything?
Yeah.
You'll fit right in.
What is it that makes this movie so grippingly terrifying? I mean, I was sitting there feeling like I was almost watching a high-end horror flick.
It's not based on torture porn movies. You know what? It's the fact that it's a true story that makes it a thriller and a comedy and a spy story and an action movie that can all be integrated into one thing because it really happened.
Argo. Science fantasy adventure.
Can we get the option?
You're worried about the Ayatollah? Try the WGA.
It's said in the movie, like, Argo is the best of a long list of bad ideas. So what were some of the bad ones, and what made them so bad?
It posed an interesting condition because the Ayatollah closed down all the schools, so there were no foreign teachers. It was winter time, so there was no inspecting of crops. One thing after another was shot down for logical reasons. And they were at a crossroads. They didn't know what to do.
They can ride bicycles, or we're prepared to send in somebody to teach them.
Or you could just send in training wheels and meet them at the border with Gatorade.
Now, you also kind of had a unique technique in getting your actors into character. Can you tell me a little bit about what you did?
Basically, I went to the set and filled it with just 70s, magazines, newspapers, movies, vinyl, the whole thing. Put all their wardrobe in there and made them live there together for 7 days. What came out of it was like they were really comfortable with each other. They seemed and felt like people that had been locked up together instead of people who just met.
You teach somebody to be a director in a day?
You teach a rhesus monkey to be a director in a day.
What's up with mustaches? When are they coming back?
I know, right?
You guys all looked fantastic.
We had mustaches, and I had the mutton chops.
Yeah.
The sideburns came down past the earlobe, which is always a sign of radicalness.
Is it shocking to you how much things have changed since the 70s, or how little they've changed?
The basic fundamental political geography and power structure in most of these countries is still the same, but the kind of tumult that's in some parts a result of our interposing ourselves into the affairs of other countries with the best of intentions.
The potential to see the same thing happen again and again.
Yes, for history can definitely repeat itself.
We did suicide missions in the Army that had better odds than this.
Truth is not only stranger than fiction, sometimes it's more terrifying as well. Argo, you'll have to see it to believe it.
You really believe your little story is going to make a difference when there's a gun to our heads?
I think my story is the only thing between you and a gun to your head. Still ahead, a retailer's Black Friday might get thwarted by protesters.
And learn about yet another group of criminals caught via tagged Facebook photos right after this.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by Warner Brothers Pictures. Argo, in theaters everywhere tomorrow.
Hey, welcome back, my invisible friends. I want to start things off today with a pop quiz, so get out your number 2 pencils. Which one of these is not commonly associated with the fitness program Zumba? A, exercising, or B, hookers? Think about it. Think about it. Take your time. Think about it. Okay. If you answered hookers, then you obviously don't live in Maine. According to police, a Zumba instructor in the seaside resort town of Kennebunk, Maine, used her workout studio as a brothel. Whoa! And her alleged client list includes several mayors from around the area. Whoa! Now, I know what you're thinking. Hubel, a politician and a sex scandal? No way, bro! Okay, maybe in a big city, but Kennebunk is as innocent and boring as it gets, man. I mean, this is the most shocking story to come out of that town since the Great Lobster Heist of '96. In fact, I'm going to be honest, it's so boring up there, I had to make up the Great Lobster Heist of '96. just now to make it sound more interesting. But now listen, the Zumba instructor, Alexis Wright, is fighting the charges, so let's not consider her guilty just yet. I mean, a brothel posing as a Zumba studio? If that's a real thing, I'm canceling my Bally's membership as soon as we go to commercial. Damn you, Bally's, I just paid that initiation fee. All right, let's go over the evidence. Exhibit A. Men were seen parking in the back, staying for 30 minutes, and leaving real quick. That's just proof that Zumba works, everybody. 30 minutes is all you need. Exhibit B. Neighbors said they often heard moaning and groaning coming from the instructor's office. Okay, well, it's a tough workout, okay? Maybe the neighbors are just jealous that they weren't at the exhilarating, effective, easy-to-follow, Latin-inspired, calorie-burning dance fitness party. Wait, what is that? The instructor had video cameras set up and would film the sexual encounters? And police have gathered more than 100 hours of video and nearly 14,000 screenshots? Okay, that sounds like it could be a hooker situation. Good luck getting in shape now, Maine. You know, the day after Thanksgiving is also known as Black Friday. Everybody knows that it's the biggest retail event of the whole year. The big day when grown men and women trample each other to death to buy tube socks, soap, and The Expendables 2 on Blu-ray. It's really good. Well, it could be a super-duper double Black Friday for one retail giant since Walmart's workers are threatening to play hooky this November 23rd. Whoa. Yeah, disgruntled employees who've been trying to unionize against the retail behemoth are threatening a strike on Black Friday and say that Walmart should expect picketers to force long checkout lines, mass customer dissatisfaction, and general retail chaos. So basically, it's just like every other Black Friday, right? Now, look, I don't want to sound like a socialist here, but workers should have rights. Walmart's abuses have got to stop. And I, for one, am with you, disgruntled employees. Workers of the world, unite! Woo! Hold up. $10 camcorders, bicycles, 79 cents a piece. All right. You disgruntled employees disgust me. You're so dumb and disgruntled. What did Walmart ever do to you, huh? Force you to work off the clock? Discriminate against your gender? Deny you lunch and restroom breaks? What? That really did happen? All right, that's a bummer. Workers of the world, unite again. Here we go, workers, all right. Whoop. 3 TVs for only $1. How dare you, disgruntled employees? It's called hard work, okay? And if you don't like it, you can go screw yourself, because the only thing standing between me and those insanely low prices is frail 90-year-old greeter Gus Pemberton. And I have no problem showing him some labor abuses. Finally, we all know that it is not easy to be popular in high school, but there are ways to go about it. You can play sports, or you can date the people that play sports. But the quickest, most effective way to get popular in high school is to throw a raging party, bro! Yeah! But one problem. How do you have a rager at your house without your parents finding out? Well, for me, I always just rent out a meeting room at the local public library, you know? They got free chairs, a water fountain, you can find a dirty book every now and then. But a group of kids in Tega Cay, South Carolina, thought of something much more brilliant. They broke into a stranger's house while they were on vacation and had the party there. Yeah, they slipped in through a window. They raged all night long. They even came back the next day to clean everything up so the homeowners would never find out. It was a masterful plan that would have worked beautifully, except they posted all the photos on Facebook. So naturally, when the homeowner, who was probably informed by somebody's cool Facebook-savvy mom, saw the pictures of kids funneling beer in his living room, making out all over his floors, and puking in his sink, he immediately tracked him down, which was pretty easy because the kids tagged their names on the photos that they took at the party, and they posted on Facebook. Oh, the saddest part of this whole affair, the partygoers were classmates of the homeowner's children, and they weren't invited to the party. Boo-hoo. So, a bunch of lessons to be learned here, kids. Number one, don't post irrefutable evidence of your crimes onto a popular social website. Number two, do learn the social skills necessary to have the party in your own house. Number three, don't friend your dumb mom on Facebook. That's what LinkedIn is for. Ba-dang, ba-dang. Still ahead, multi-hyphenate actor, dancer, singer, musician, Tom Lennon's going to be here. Live. You know, our next guest is a hilarious comedian, a screenwriter, and between you and me, looks pretty sexy in short shorts. Please welcome Tom Lennon! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Tom, you and I are neighbors.
We are, I can see your residence from my residence.
Yes.
I don't know how much you like that idea, but
I don't like it a lot, and and we hang out a lot. In fact, we're going to Universal Studios this Sunday.
Now that I have a child, the only day of the year I truly look forward to is when I leave him at home and go to Halloween Horror Nights with you. It's literally the only joy left in my life.
It is my favorite thing. We get a group of it's like 40 people.
You're not joking about this. We start talking about Halloween Horror Nights around June. Not a joke at all.
Yeah.
And there's an email chain. One day, the chain could actually hold the Mayflower in place. It's such a long chain. But we love it. Hubel does something. Hubel is an improvisational genius.
Thank you.
And you like to do something at Halloween Horror Nights where you participate more maybe than you're supposed to.
Oh, yeah. They don't, I do a little trick that they don't like.
Here's the trick that Hubel does, which is he wears a hoodie, just a totally normal hoodie, so he looks normal. He looks like a regular, normal, slightly creepy middle-aged guy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's me.
But then he puts the hoodie up, goes into random rooms like in Rob Zombie's Maze, and stands facing the wall. And then he just stands there.
Yeah. And people just think I'm part of it, so they just start walking by me. I'm part of the show.
And then some, 14-year-old child comes by, and Hubel just turns around real fast like that.
Yeah.
And it's literally people...
It's pretty fun.
Freak out.
It's pretty fun. I love it.
There's really no trick to it. It's just terrifying.
Now, let me ask you this. I have noticed in the past couple of years that one of the more popular Halloween costumes is Lieutenant Dangle.
It's always in the very tippity top of the male there it is.
Yeah.
There it is right there. Now this is interesting. I was walking down the street last year and I saw this Halloween costume in the store, and the first thing I thought was, why on earth would you not call me and ask me to model?
Yeah. Who is that model? You were available.
I will pick up the phone. Literally, I'll respond to a tweet in 1 second. I am around. I'm so available. Look, can we look at this guy again?
The model doesn't look...
What's happened? There's me.
Oh, wow.
Now, we put the outfit on me to show...
You are slightly less creepy than the model.
But what's he doing? He's like, Grandpa says, come here.
Now, wait.
Come on over here.
So that's you backstage.
That's me backstage.
But you're not
outfit.
wearing that now. So where is that costume right now?
I'm not actually positive. I left it in the dressing room.
We've lost track of the costume.
It was in my dressing room.
Well, it said one size fits all, so I tried it. It's not totally accurate.
That proof that literally anyone can pull that off. This is gonna sound weird. Is this weird? Spin around?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Oh.
There it is.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, why the guy on the package is doing that classic Lieutenant Dangle move?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You always did that on Reno. Yeah,
Come perch on my finger.
Yeah, you were known for that. Now, Now, before Reno, I know you pretty well, and I know that you've been acting for a long time, but a lot of people don't know some of the pretty cool roles that you have.
I was, before all the comedy stuff, I was a very serious actor in Chicago.
Well, let's take a look at.
I was a teenage actor.
Yeah, let's take a look at one of your better roles.
Hi, I'm Terry, and I've been expecting you. I guess you can tell that I'm really into video games. But I'm not just a video game fanatic. In fact, the guys call me a video game expert, and I'm not going to argue with them.
Yeah, that's acting. That's acting.
That when I do I would rather be sitting with you and you say I'm going to crash this car right now.
Yeah.
And you're driving, then have to watch me go expert. That's really amazing. It's unbelievable how bad I am in that.
How old were you when you did that commercial?
I think I'm about 16 years old.
And that's like an industrial. That was for Konami, right?
Cutting edge. This is back when Konami had some cutting edge games like they had I want to say Metal Gear was one.
Yep.
And they had one. What's one with Snake? The Cobra.
Snakey Time?
Snakey Town? No. They had Top Gun was one that had just come out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, these are amazing. And they go on to show some graphics and stuff. But this was some of my earliest work.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
It's pretty amazing, yeah.
Now,
I think you can see that said, that guy's going to be in the Dark Knight Rises.
He's going places.
Yeah.
He's going places.
Yeah.
By the way, I loved you in Dark Knight Rises. You were
Thank you very much for
you.
Me and Bale have been looking to do a movie together for a long time. We said, how about one?
You and Bale?
Yeah.
Is that what you call it? You and Bale?
And I said, how about one where you're Batman for the third time, and I come in and say something to you?
I'm a doctor. I'll be a doctor and I'll say a line to you.
That's exactly how the meeting went. That was amazing. It was like you were a fly on the wall.
Yeah. Now full disclosure, you directed a movie this spring that you put pretty much all of the guest hosts of this show in. It's me, Michael Ian Black, Paul Scheer, Kumail. Is Dave Holmes in it?
Yes. Now, I did not know that when I cast him in the movie.
Yeah.
Or obviously I never would have. Yeah. It is pretty weird. And then I also got a text from my friend. Now because of this problem, I got a text from Matt Myra who's like, "What's wrong with me?" And he's a pretty good friend.
Well, you know,
Myra's mad at me now.
We saw him in the suit. There's a lot wrong with him.
He moved. Don't pan to him. He's moved.
Don't cut to him.
No, that's an amazing movie called Hell Baby that's coming out sometime next year.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
It's like a very, very dumb Rosemary's Baby.
It's hilariously dumb. It's aggressively dumb funny.
Right. You know how some people say like something sometimes that's the thinking person's this.
Yeah.
This is the thinking person.
This is not that at all.
Exorcist.
I can't wait. Well, buddy, I'm looking forward to Sunday night, Halloween Horror. We're going to do it.
I can't wait. Wear a hoodie.
I will.
Yeah.
Give it up for Tom Lennon, everybody! And now, Alex Albrecht and Jessica Chobot are about to be dishonored, which doesn't sound good.
In the world of cool trends, I have a soft spot in my heart for steampunk. Whether it's the retro feel, the goggles, or the crazy accessories with a little bit of science.
I like the weird stuff. The kinky contraptions, the old-timey weapons, the freaky science devices. But guess what, lady?
What, mister?
All of those exist in an amazing, glorious world crammed onto this disc.
Guys, check it out. We're super stoked for this one, Dishonored. Part first-person shooter, part stealth. You play as the elite bodyguard Corvo, who is framed for the Empress's murder by a corrupt dictator who claims rule over the steampunk city of Dunwall.
Sign the confession, and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
Thanks to some help from a rebel faction and some supernatural powers from a mysterious stranger, you escape your captors and begin your quest for revenge.
Corvo, coming apart.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo.
It's surprising how gorgeous Dunwall is, even with all the death and destruction.
They said that it was based loosely on 1666 London during the rise of the plague. So this is a good example. You want to come into my apartment? Oh, dead bodies. Wrapped up in sheets and just left there.
This is very much a mission-based game. Not only do you have your main quest, but you also have side missions.
Guards, get in here!
It feels like an open-world sandbox game because you can go anywhere. If you see a rooftop in this game, you can climb on that rooftop. If you see a sewer manhole, you can possess a rat and go in that little sewer manhole. A good example of the side quest, main quest thing. This is old Granny Rags, voiced by Susan Sarandon in the game. She's an NPC, gives you a mission. Oh, see, here we go, Victorian thugs. I'm pretty sure these guys are... now that I've killed them, look, Susan Sarandon gave me a bone.
I don't want to hear that.
Susan Sarandon gave me a bone.
I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys.
They show you all the statistics of how many people you killed, how many bodies you found. Everything that you do changes the outcome of the entire game.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you.
So the character design is really awesome. Tall boys, they walk around on these huge stilts. They've got shields protecting their vulnerable parts.
And even the design of the thugs and the overseers, I mean, there's so many amazing characters in this game, and you get to kill a lot of them.
You know who actually has a great character design is Corvo. He is a fantastic protagonist.
Very unique. He's a perfect new mascot for this IP.
The world of Dishonored is dark, gritty, and beautiful, but that is just a setup for excellent gameplay mechanics.
It's true. If you're a fan of BioShock or Assassin's Creed, hear me now. This game was made for you.
They're kind of referring to it as a first-person action game. The AI in this is incredibly good. They are aware of their surroundings. They're aware of where you are.
I'm just doing my job.
You can sneak up on people and you can stealthily either knock them out or you can just stab them in the neck. Go to sleep! Oh! Mama said knock you out. Some crazy fool invented razor springs, which is nice, and they can be attached to anything on the walls, but also animals. Hey, buddy, come on out here. Whoa! Steampunk environments engaged. First-person action gameplay locked in. Stealthing and killing, it's there. This game's got it all.
But it's the powers that'll hook ya.
Assassin, help!
I love the powers. You have dark vision, which allows you to see through walls.
One of my favorites is possession. At the first level, it allows you to possess small animals. At the second level, it actually allows you to possess other humans.
So another really important one is Blink, which essentially allows you to teleport. You use bend time, it basically slows everything down. Bend time and stick it on him.
I suggest a challenge.
Okay.
Let's do some cool kills. I'm going to bring up a swarm here. I'm going to plant one of the razor things. I'm going to possess that rat, and I'm going to run around the corner and see if I can run into somebody.
All right.
Devouring Swarm.
All right, let's see yours first.
Devouring Swarm is out. Putting on a little guy. This guy's my Huckleberry. Getting him to possess. That's been time. Possess. Possessed. Here I go. Here I go. This is me. There's my guy. I'm now. I'm out. And it happened. I did it.
You did it. I'm going to go for waiting till the enemy starts shooting at me, bend time, possess them, walk them in front of their own bullet, and then let them shoot themselves.
Okay.
So let me find somebody here. Oh, okay, wait. Shoot. Shoot. Okay, wait. Now I got to come over here. He's not possessing.
You got to move around, maybe.
Ah, that called bull. Oh, but I will stab you in the throat. This sucks. Fine.
Yes.
You win. And in anger, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kill these innocent hookers right over here. That's what I'm going to do.
They're cowering.
Just kill them. That's what you get, Alex.
Oh, they did nothing to you.
What I have to do because of you.
Well, I think that was time well spent.
Indeed it was. If you're looking for a first-person action game with more meat on its bones, stealth modes, and magic, then Dishonored has more than enough to whet your appetite.
Time to get your steampunk on.
Get this game.
Stay tuned. MMA icon Boss Rutan will join us live to possibly beat the crap out of Rob.
Our next guest used to beat people up for a living. Actually, I'm pretty sure he still beats people up for a living.
Let's work on some takedown defense.
I wrestled. I think I know how to stop a shot.
Ding, ding, boom, boom. Wrong way. Too late. Okay, you're vulnerable like a puppy.
Yes, once you get into position, it's easy. I could do the same thing to you if I got you in a hold.
Good point. Yeah.
I'm out. I'm free.
I'm bored. I'm late for my class. We're just gonna have to wing it.
Please welcome Boss Rutan.
The Bruce Lee shake.
There you go.
It's the Bruce Lee shake.
There you go.
Yeah, it's very important.
Dang. Boss, I'm super psyched to meet you in person. I've been a fan of yours for a long time. And now you're doing comedy, man.
It's crazy, right?
How did that come about? Like, have you always, I mean, you seem like a funny person, you know, in real life. I've just seen you, like, in a lot of different ways being funny. But, like, to be in a huge Hollywood movie and be funny, that's, like, a big deal.
I used to be bullied as a kid. I had a horrible skin disease, asthma, and my way to deal with that, to make the kids like me, was comedy. So I kicked off a lot of schools.
Yeah.
My parents, poor parents, yeah. But always, yeah, comedy, making people laugh.
Yeah. And so tell me a little bit about this movie. Like, you and Kevin James have been friends for a long time, right?
15 years, yeah. He was one of the first people I met when I came into the States.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He used to watch me together with Joe Rogan. They would buy the pay-per-view for Japan, Pancras. That was the organization I was fighting at. And he goes, man, he's in America. Maybe we should meet this guy. And then we met up, and we became friends.
That's cool. And so, so you're in this movie, and this thing is going to do huge this weekend. And then, are you going to like do more movies?
You know, yeah, it's looking great. I mean, Willie Morris saw it. We were still looking for an agency, and they called my management. They said, hey, we want to represent him. So that's a good sign. The reviews are good, so let's hope.
Yeah.
And I want to focus on comedy. I always liked that. You know, I did a short comedy a long time ago with Kingdom of Ultimate Power, and also we won a first prize at the Short Film Festival in New York.
Yeah.
And Kevin saw that guy, and he says, you know, I like that character. Play Nico a little bit like that guy.
That's
a little
really
over
cool.
the top.
That's super cool. Well, but people know you as this MMA fighter, and so when you're traveling around, going through airports and stuff like that, does anyone ever want to like take a shot at the champ? You know, like, are people?
Airports would be the best for me because there's no weapons, right?
Yeah.
Just guess who wins?
Yeah.
It was actually really funny.
Wait, let me guess.
Okay.
You.
Yeah, me. Just me. It was actually funny because I was sitting at the United Lounge one time, and there was 5 guys were sitting there, and they were constantly staring at me, and they didn't look happy. And I go, what is going on? You know, so suddenly they get up, and they start walking towards me. So I get up, and I start walking towards them, and they go, no, we're air marshals, and and they brought the DVDs, my street fighting DVDs, and one could sign them. It was the funniest thing ever. He says, dude, you thought we were going to attack you? I say, yeah, but you went straight in. I said, yeah. You were impressed, right? They were impressed right away.
I would have loved to seen the newspapers the next day, like, Boss Rutan beats up 20 air marshals. That'd be so cool. Funny. Well, you know, I've seen a lot of your videos, and I noticed how, like, you know, you're really great at defending yourself against pretty much any traditional weapon, knives, baseball bats, swords, stuff like that. But I'm just curious, like, what if you got attacked by weapons that you had never encountered before? You know,
Oof,
like
okay.
just for example, what if you got attacked by Thor's hammer?
Did you see the blink? I blinked slow motion also.
That was pretty good.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. Now let's just say, for another one, don't sit down just yet.
Okay.
What if you get attacked by collectible Lord of the Rings figurines? Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. One more. Okay,
One
you've
more.
never encountered this one before.
Get in character.
A plushy squirrel! Wow.
My daughters are going to be so scared now.
That was impressive.
Yeah, that's...
You really hate plushy squirrels.
Years and years of training, Dad.
That's all of your
It
MMA
all came out
experience
now.
right there. Now, I understand that you are a huge Halloween fan also.
Yes.
And I think we actually have a picture of you. I think one time, didn't you dress up pretty crazy one year?
Show
This
the
is
picture.
this is not what I would expect. I would not expect Boss Rutan to dress up as Hansel.
My wife was Gretel, and I was yodeling the whole time, and my kids said, please, Dad, go. Don't say it because it was at school. They didn't really like it.
They didn't like it. And one year you were a character from the Batman franchise, correct?
Which one was it?
Weren't you the Joker?
Yes, I was the Joker one time, and then one time I was...
Look at that!
Oh, my God! Where did they find that picture?
Look at that.
That's a scary guy.
We
Look
do
at
our research, man. We do our research.
Dirty hair. That was cool.
Boss, I'm super psyched to meet you. You're a hilarious dude. Good luck with the movie. Boss Rutan, everybody!
Thank you. Bang, 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 bang.
Thanks to Boss Rutan for beating up that squirrel. Here comes the boom. Opens in theaters tomorrow. Now over to Candace.
Thanks, Rob. Up next, Alex Albrecht reviews the new droid Razor M in a steampunk playground. Because he can. On the next Attack of the Show, Michael Costa returns as co-host. And I'll be sitting down with funny man Jordan Peele from the sketch comedy show Key and Peele. Then Jessica Chobot and Blair Butler head to New York Comic Con to get the inside scoop on all of the latest graphic novel awesomeness. Plus, on DVD's Day, Chris Gore rates Adam Sandler's latest comedy, That's My Boy, along with Wes Anderson's Moonrise Kingdom. And I'll head into the desert to join a Mad Max tribe and survive a 3-day post-apocalyptic party. Coming up next week on AOTS. All season long, beat the autumn chill with me and Sarah Underwood as we turn up the heat with more special guest hosts like Horatio Sands, Michael Costa, John Barrowman, Paul Scheer, Josh Myers, and Michael Ian Black. Sometimes a regular old gadget prawn just won't do, so we sent this next smartphone to a steampunk wasteland.
To be or not to be, that is the question. This is nobler and... Oh, hey, sorry. I was just hanging out chatting with my friend that I found on the set of the Dishonored segment you guys just saw. But not only is he my friend, he's holding the new Motorola Droid Razor M. Shazam! Guys, hold it down. Guys, I'm on the phone. I mean, we're testing a phone here. I will... The design of the Razor M is very similar to its predecessors, but the little changes Motorola have made are very important. It's small, fits in your hand really well, feels good, feels a lot like an iPhone. Also, yay, the Kevlar back is back! The hard buttons, very sturdy and nice. Unfortunately, they're still addicted to the Motorola flimsy door syndrome. Minor gripes, those aside, I think the design of this is really great. The Razor M has the exact same screen that we saw on last year's Droid Razor, the 4.3-inch Super AMOLED screen. Amazing for the price point. Yeah, it doesn't stack up quite to the 720p resolutions of the Galaxy Nexus or the S3, but for those of you who want the higher resolution screen, Motorola is coming out with the Droid Razr HD later this year. Now I'm going to see what else is around here. This phone does stack up to the competition speed-wise. It's sporting the dual-core Snapdragon processor, much like some of the higher-end phones like the HTC One X. It's also got a gigabyte of RAM for a middle-of-the-road costing phone. This has definitely got top-tier speed. Faster processor means I can Facebook faster. That is not a cute baby. It's surprisingly smooth and snappy. Motorola kind of calmed down on their craziness with their Android skin. This is running Android 4.0.4, and it's pretty much just the standard installed ice cream sandwich. Interested to see what happens with the 4.1 Jelly Bean update. Motorola does say that there's an update coming very soon, so stick around for that. I must really like this phone. Just taking a photo of lovely industrial Los Angeles. Clearly these are not pretty photos, but that's okay, because unfortunately, neither are any of the photos taken on this phone. It is an 8-megapixel camera, so you do have high-resolution photos, but unfortunately there's just not much detail in them. Most of them were coming out very, very grainy. The 1080p video, unfortunately, doesn't do much better. Super disappointed about this, because this phone in all other aspects has been extremely overachieving. I just wish they would have put something awesome in here for the camera. I still like most of it. The Droid Razr M is available now, $99 with contract. We are giving this phone a 4 out of 5. This is a solid phone. It's got a simple design, great screen, top-notch performance. If there's a better camera in this phone, this would be a massive steal at $99. But if you're not looking to spend a few $100s on a top-tier phone, I would highly recommend the Droid Razr M. So that's it with me and the phone. I'm off to go play more video games.
Today's epic fail is a romantic drama that concerns a young man, some ice, and a picnic table.
Sadly, that picnic table turned up pregnant.
And that dude didn't pay child support, so fail him!
Fail!
Now, yesterday, Candace, for the home viewers, you had mentioned that there was a terrible, mysterious smell in your house.
Yes.
And I've been thinking about it.
I thought it was a dead rat, and last night I was cleaning, and turns out it was a rotten potato.
Potato?
Above my fridge in a bowl that I didn't even realize. I didn't realize it was up there. I didn't know.
Why?
It was the worst smell ever. But let's get to our things.
Did you eat the potato?
Hell no!
Special thanks to Tom Lennon, Boss Rudin, Alex Albrecht, Jessica Chewbacca.